What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this quick video, and today we'll be talking about the build that I'm using on all my clips. This one here came from lots of comment requests. I actually made a build video about this one months ago, so this one here is just for showing how it is right now, the pros and cons, what badges I'm using with this build, and what are the changes that I would do if I am to recreate it. I'll try to be honest with everything. I won't just sugarcoat everything to make the build look cool so you would copy it. I won't. So now let's get right into it. So basically, that'll be the stats for the build. So this one here is not the best build in the world. I can't even call it the best big man build, but for sure, it's not toxic and I'm having fun with it. Especially now that we all know smaller builds took a big hit with this recent patch. So if you know my build from 2K20, the Shaq build, let me know in the comment section if you know that. It is pretty much like that, but this one here is not that mobile because back in the days, not everyone was fast and can run the floor. So that Shaq build really stood out amongst big man builds in terms of speed. But this build here though have 83-point shooting, which is high enough to be a corner dweller or a decent shooter. So that's their difference. So now for the pros and cons, let's start with the pros. With those finishing badges and stat, I can abuse players of about the same height or smaller. With those drop steps, and that 85 post control really helps. If you watched my previous video about challenge percentage, I showed there how interior contest was nerfed this year, so this build here really took advantage of it. It's a good build to do lots of standing dunks. And by the way, I'll just flash on your screen my badge setup right now, just take a picture, but don't take those too seriously. I haven't really tested everything yet, but that's the setup I run with. And in terms of shooting, 83 point and 17 shooting badges are good enough to be a corner dweller and pick and popper. So it's really good as a shooting big. I'm having no problems at all. And I'm using Anthony Davis base and Curry release. And now for playmaking, it was really a good decision to push pass accuracy to 85 so I can have gold bullet passer. Because as you can see here, it's a really huge jump from silver to gold, and having more playmaking badges is really handy because for those who don't know, you need to have post playmaker badge as well, not just dimer. Because a kick out pass after an offensive rebound and passes while back down is not covered by dimer, it'll be post playmaker badge. And for the defensive end, it is pretty decent. I didn't actually regret maxing perimeter defense at all, because for those who don't know, perimeter defense helps you with your outside challenges, and of course your lateral movements, especially now that Intimidator badge boosts outside contests as well. So it's really handy when you challenge shooting bigs and if ever you went for a switch to defend smaller builds. So before we go to the next part for the cons, just want to invite you guys to like the video if liking so far, and don't forget to drop by the channel for lots of videos, and of course subscribe to tune in for upcoming ones. And it would be really awesome as well if you guys can leave any feedback or any recommendation for a topic. So now for the cons, first one, it can't be a rec build. You can survive though if there's a ×2 XP event for a day, why not? But don't expect to do lots of damage there, this is more of a park build. On rec, you'll have 7-3 centers out there, and on rec you don't need to space much and switch much compared to parks, so you're not utilizing the pros of the build. Next one, you can't really dominate bigger builds. Like if I've been matched up with the 7-3 build on parks, it's either I'll just be a pick and popper, or I'll just space out the floor luring my defender on the corner, or I will only take shots if I have good spots. So don't ever expect to bully bigger opponents. Now, if I'm to change something here, now that I played more than 600 games with this build, to be honest with you, I'm really happy with it, but if something needs to be changed, the only thing that I would change is the free throws. I could have put 60 to 80 free throws there. The original plan was to make a park build, but I didn't really realize that every now and then I might play rec because of the ×2 XP event, and free throw doesn't cost much anyway. So if you want to rebuild this one, get some free throws in. So overall, it's really a good build. It may not be the cheesy build that you see around with all those long wingspans to get every passing steals, but for sure, it's fun, a team player, and non-toxic. So that's all for the video. If you guys like it, please smash that like button and please consider subscribing for more videos. And don't forget to drop by the channel for lots of other contents. And as always, stay safe and happy gaming, guys. Peace.